So the clock is just past 12 and lunch is served. 4 hours? Me. So I tried the dopamine detox challenge for 24 hours. Yup. So for 24 hours I have to follow the strict rules of the challenge. So here we go. No electronics, and that includes no phone, Netflix, laptop, video games, and so on. No reading books, no sex or masturbation, no exercise, no food, no music or podcasts, no coffee or other stimulants. So the only things that I practically could do are these things. Write with a pen and paper, meditate, go for walks, do deep thinking, and drink water. So the idea is to reset the brain's reward system. And you know, the reward system of our brain is run on the chemical dopamine. So I guess that you could say that the purpose of this dopamine detox is to be so freaking bored so that you reset your system, so that when you do anything that is remotely not boring afterwards, it is going to be a little bit fun, I guess. Like just reading a book or hammer on a project is going to give a lot more satisfaction than it would do previously. So, you know, in our society today, we are overstimulated with information and things that are constantly triggering us to release dopamine in our bodies. When it comes to, you know, Facebook, Netflix, and all sort of technological programs, apps, videos, and so on are designed to release as much dopamine as possible in our body. And that's because getting a hit of dopamine feels really good, and our body actually crave it and look for it, and it will even go through a lot of pain and dissatisfaction to get it. And here is where the problem is. The more your body gets used to getting these large hits of dopamine, the harder it's going to be to do those things that are not instant gratification. It is going to be much harder to do the things that is delayed gratification, like working on a project that is not maybe going to do so much for you in this very moment, but will bring you a lot of satisfaction down the road. So, using the dopamine detox, I am hoping to trick my brain into enjoy doing more of the hard work that will bring me delayed gratification down the road, like working on myself, learning new stuff, just putting a lot of more time into the YouTube thing and other projects that I have going on. That is what I'm hoping that the deep dopamine detox will do for me. Do I think it will work? Probably not. So, is 24 hours enough to make you see a big difference? Only one way to find out. Let's start. 20 minutes, and then the dopamine detox starts. So I've written it here on my calendar, 22 to 22. So this should be fun. Just woke up, and now I don't know what to do. So I just made my bed, and usually I would probably turn on my computer and listen to something, make something to eat, and then after a little while head to the gym. But today, well, today I'm not doing any of that. Let's get the day started, okay? See you in a bit. So I just finished a 1 hour meditation. It's the longest meditation that I've ever done. What I really like about meditation is that you become not so reactive anymore. Let's say that you hear some bad news, or you get some bad news. Then you would, before doing a meditation, go straight into the feelings of like, holy fuck, what's happening? And you would just be going into the emotions, right? While if you've done a meditation before, you would be a lot more thoughtful and not so reactive. You would sort of like bring the news in with an unbiased opinion about it and just think to yourself, how am I going to react to this? Imagine going to the toilet and you forget to bring your phone. That's how I'm going to feel for 24 hours. So the clock is just past 12 and lunch is served. Water. Ah, very nice. Going out on a walk now with the dog, the one and only. And so far so good, actually. I'm about 4 hours in now and it's getting easier, I would say. Just got out of the shower and I'm gonna just lie down in the sofa for a bit and watch the clouds again, I guess. I also spent like 20 minutes watching this world map that I have here in my room, and I found some interesting things. So first of all, as you can clearly see right here, this is the middle line of the world here. It's 0 degrees up there and it crosses right through London. Maybe we can create some sort of conspiracy theory about this. Been lying here now for almost 40 minutes, just looking out the windows. I've been thinking about how I'm going to explain to you guys that I decided to cut it short. But it's not gonna happen. Feeling a bit tired, so I'm gonna try and get a power nap in for an hour or two. And let's take it from there. So the plan right now is to take a power nap indefinitely. So yeah, I'm extremely bored. It is now almost 3 o'clock and I still got 7 hours to go. So I'm pretty much around halfway from where I woke up to be finished. And this sucks pretty bad. 20 past 3, I managed to sleep for like 50 minutes. I'm so fucking done. So fucking done with this challenge. So fucking done. It feels like I'm never getting closer to actually finishing it. But yeah, just have to remind myself that I am. Got some bad news, guys. I have to cut the challenge short because I just came back from a walk here and I've been out for about an hour or so. And if you look at my old videos, you can see, I think it's episode 7, I talk about that I had some stomach issues, and the same issues are now showing up again because I haven't eaten in a long time. And that is kind of the issue with the gastric catarrh that I've had before, is that if you don't eat, the problems tend to come back. And I didn't think it was going to be a problem because it's been so long since I felt any issues because of it. But for the last hour I've just gradually become worse and worse. I'm feeling, you know, just dizzy and I'm having problems with the stomach and so on. And I know that if I don't eat something I might screw it up for the future and I'm not gonna take that risk. However, that doesn't mean that I quit the challenge entirely. I'm just gonna eat this up and then I'm gonna go back to not do anything, which I think is kind of the point of this whole thing anyways. That's how we're gonna have to do it. So I'm gonna eat this up and then I'm gonna go straight back into the challenge. And I know that I'm not doing it entirely 100%, but I'm doing the best of the situation. So let's fucking eat. Just finished 30 minutes of spying on people. It's almost 6 PM and I really want to stop now. So fucking close to just calling it, because I'm so fucking tired of just lying here doing nothing, which I've been doing now for about 10 hours. I've laid on my back, watched the ceiling, watched the clouds, meditated occasionally. And I'm just so fucking tired of it. If it was 1 hour left now, maybe I would have felt okay. 4 hours? Fuck me. It's almost 9 o'clock, if this thing can focus. It's 5 minutes to 9, and I looked at the clock for the first time about a bit more than 1 hour ago. And that was the first time during this entire little thing here that I felt like we're actually approaching the end. And I got a bit hopeful, and now it's only 1 hour and 5 minutes left. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Apparently, I'm super addicted to technology and doing things in general, I believe. Doing absolutely nothing for this long is fucking painful. Who would have guessed? I mean, going on like a road trip, driving a car for 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours straight, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Doing what I've been doing today for 4 or 5 hours straight, no problem either. But around like 6 o'clock today, like 6 p.m, I had to dig deep to continue. Like, I was sitting in bed and I was coming up with all of these excuses to make it okay to just call it quits. But that was the point where I went out for a walk and I forgot to bring the camera at that time because I just fucking got out of bed and just ran out and started walking. And I got back here, and at that point, after a little while, I felt like it's about to end, because I looked at the clock and it was like 2 hours left. So, whatever. I'll catch you guys in about an hour when we're done, and yeah, see you in a bit. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cell phone. Let's see here. Celebratory beer. Computer. On. I made it. I'm done with this day. See you guys tomorrow. I'll be back. Hey guys, it is now Friday and it's been 2 days since I did the challenge. And I get anxiety just looking at it while I'm editing it, because it sucked so fucking bad. So, what takeaways do I have from this experience? Well, first of all, I realized how utterly fucking long a day is. It felt like it would never end. And usually my days run by pretty fast whenever I'm doing stuff, right? Which it does for most of us. But if you were to try this out, you would realize that a day is actually really long. Now, did I notice any changes afterwards? Well, I usually would maybe go out in the sun and sit and read a little bit and just take it easy and take a power nap during the day. But I just couldn't do it the day after. Like, I felt like I had wasted so much time, so I just refused to waste any more time. So I was extremely productive yesterday, which was great. But I don't think it was because I have done something with my dopamine production. I think it was just more that I had not done anything during that day. But who knows, like, maybe it continues. I'm only on day 2 here so far and I'm feeling pretty good. So, do I feel like it's easier to sit down and work on my stuff? No, definitely not. But then again, I think it's pretty easy to begin with, so I'm not really having any sort of issues with that. Have I spent more time doing like productive stuff, like good stuff for myself? No. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Look, the reason why I wanted to do this to begin with is because sitting down and just listening to yourself, just your thoughts, will bring about a lot of perspectives and realizations about where you are in life, what you're supposed to do, where you want to go. Those sort of things that you can't really figure out in any other way. Now, do you need 24 hours of just doing nothing to figure these things out? No. I believe that 1 hour at some point, like, take 1 hour for once a week maybe, to just sit down and reflect on this stuff. Not even just once a week. If you can do that once a month or once a year, you're actually doing better than a lot of people. To cram that up into 24 hours, I believe would give me some amazing results, and to be honest, I came up with a lot of good ideas, I wrote a lot in my journals, and so on, so in that way it was kind of nice. Would I do this again? Hell no. Never, ever, 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 ever would I do this again. It was horrible, and I hated it. Thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure that you like it. If you want to see more, make sure that you subscribe. And I'll see you in 2 days' time for my next video. Until then, stay awesome, and I'll see you later. Ciao.